While most high schools have problems with fighting, I think my school had a little bit of a unique situation. While a lot of schools I do know have a wrestling team, we also actually had a martial arts club that taught Taekwondo. This wasn't as big of a problem as you'd think because it was dispelled after my freshman year, so it wasn't around too long. And actually, I never really joined it, though I did have a little interest in it. The school being a country school also had some lax policies. Most people I saw fighting never actually got in trouble. Though there was one class that was taught by a teacher for PE that we had to learn self-defense wrestling. This was only really taught in one class. It's funny too, because of the fight, you could actually tell who was in this teacher's class. You see, I actually had this teacher for all my PE classes. So every year we'd end up learning self-defense wrestling. The way he explained it to us is it was some weird combination of judo, wrestling, and a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I remember it was a lot of people's least favorite class because the teacher would actually use the students that would always talk or mouth off as the examples. So while demonstrating techniques, he'd actually be slamming the student while walking us through how to perform each of the moves. I actually got pretty good at it, but I think this was because I'd always have a member of the wrestling team in my class, and I usually hung out with them, so I'd practice with them almost the full 3 weeks. And it's a pretty humbling experience fighting and being slammed around by somebody who's just factually better than you at that. But I'd have to say there's probably no better way to learn than to actually go and practice against somebody that's just better than you. And while there were times I did find the slams and takedowns useful outside the class, I would have to say the most useful part of it was learning how to fall backwards without actually taking too much damage. Because there is a huge difference between falling on 6 inches of foam padding and slamming onto concrete or blacktop. So learning how to fall backwards was really useful. Anyway, that's just my story about how I found it unusual that we had classes to learn how to fight in high school. If you like stories like these or the stories I have about the many scars that I have, maybe subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, maybe give it a like. And as always, have a good day.